सिन्धुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासदि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So we welcome all the devotees for our ongoing Bhakti Shastri online class, Unit 2. We are at Chapter 11, the last part of the Chapter 11, Sloka 32 onwards. So, let me share. So we have started little discussion, but then uh, decided we continue from this section today as given in the lesson plan. So let us chant these words together. Sri Bhagavan Vacha. Everyone can repeat after me.
भगवान् उवाच
Kala Ashmi Lokakayakrit Pravidha
काल अश्मश्य
कालस्मिन् लोकस्थितप्रायः
Lokan Samahartum Iho Pravittah
लोकान्
लोकान्
समाहर्तुम् इह
समाहर्तुम् इह
प्रवृत्त
प्रवर्तते
Rite Upitam Nabhavishanti Sarve
ऋते अपि तं न
तेऽपि
सर्वे
भविष्यन्ति सर्वे
Ye Avasthito Pratto Anikesha Jodha.
ये
ये
अवस्थित प्रति
अवस्थितः
अनिकेषु योद्धा
प्रत्यनीकेषु योद्धा
Together in one go. Sri Bhagavan Uvacha Kala
कालस्मिन्
Ashmilokakhayakrit Lokan
लोकान्
Samahartum Iho
समाहर्तुम् इह
Pravritta
प्रवृत्त
Riteyapitam
तेऽपि
Nabhavishanti Sarve
सर्वे
Jyavastita
व्यवस्थिताः
Pratto Anikesha
प्रत्यनीकेषु
Jodha.
योद्धा
Translation for anyone?
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, Time, I am, the great destroyer of the worlds, and I have come here to destroy all people. With the exception of few, the Pandavas, all the soldiers here on both sides will be slain.
So, just to give a background of it, uh, we were discussing this part because in last section, Arjuna asked in this section. Arjuna asked after seeing this. Arjuna asked, "Who are you? What is your mission?" So why Arjuna asked this question? Because Arjuna knew Krishna as his friend and supreme personal Godhead, but he was puzzled by various forms exhibited by Krishna. Which form has puzzled Arjuna to ask and inspired him to ask this question? Which form, particularly which aspect of the Virat Roop form make Arjuna fearful actually? Anyone? In last class, yesterday only we discussed this part. Anyone can remember which form? Kala Rupa. See, in the Virat form, in the Virat Rupa of Krishna, there is two aspects. One is Vishwarupa, where he is showing his universal, where whatever is happening, what is there in the universe, okay, and how it is manifested. What is who are there in the in that form, and then he is showing what is actually happening in that form, what is happening in this universe. The universe is what actually is happening. It is actually acting as a it is acting under the influence of time also. The time factor is also acting, and he is himself the time that he will reveal. So that particular form, the Kal Rupa, when what he saw, what Arjuna has seen when Krishna manifested his Kal Rupa, he was seeing that all the soldiers were entering into his mouth and was dying. We have discussed that somebody are forced to die, okay, and somebody are going to die. The moths are going towards the fire as if the moths are going and they are finishing their life. So we discussed that how we are, particularly the materialistic people, without having any knowledge of Krishna consciousness, without having any knowledge of self-realization, they are simply wasting their time by going towards, by fulfilling their lusty desires, and that way they are finishing their valuable human form of life. Okay, just like the Diwali worms. Diwali we see the শ্যামা পোকাস are there, they go, মানে সেই লাইটের দিকে তারা যায় আর পরের দিন রাত্রে এক ঢিপি করে দেয়। So, actually Prabhupada was giving this analogy. Our situation is like that. In comparison to the infinite time frame, we are also like moth. Infinite lifetime that we are spent in this material world is a flash of a moment. We have discussed that Brahma lifetime is Sahasra Juga Purjantam. After explaining that Juga Purjantam time also Krishna is telling, the Prabhupada explained that it is a flash of a light. So what to speak of our life? It is also like we see that these poor insects, they are going towards the light and they are dead. And the next day, their dead bodies are found. But we see for them, they also take birth on that day and they are going towards there and they are finishing their life. They are lost. Okay, their life is lost. So from our perspective, the Brahma is seeing our life is a flash of a moment. And Krishna is seeing Brahma's perspective. And more we go, greater, we are seeing how the time factor is acting in a different way. For that insect, Diwali insect, 100 years passed in that one night. Okay. Just like in Brahma's one moment, 1 year is passed. Particularly Brahma Vimohan Lila. 1 year is passed. One moment. So in one night, one day, thousands of years. 1000 Chatur Juga passed. Think of it. So this is how time factor is acting. So now here Krishna will show him. Actually, that is what Krishna has shown. Okay. Whatever we are seeing in a larger time frame, that's how Krishna, actually by showing the Kala Rupa, Krishna override the limitation of time. So now we know death is inevitable. But what is separating us from death? The time is separating. And maybe space. We don't know at which place we are going to die. We know in this material world we will leave our body. Okay. So now Krishna is overriding both the things, time factor and space factor. And this is inconceivable. No one can do it. Okay. So by seeing this Kala Rupa, Arjuna was completely frightened. And then he asked Krishna that, who are you? Here the who are you means, what is this form? I have never seen this kind of form. I have seen you as just my dear friend. Now I am seeing something different. This is a vibhatsha form actually. So then, and also Krishna is, Arjuna asking, what is your mission? Why you are showing this thing? Why you are here showing this kind of thing? Because Arjuna did not wanted to see this particular form, and that's why in one verse Krishna has told that I will show you what you want and also something beyond. Krishna already hinted. Actually, Arjuna also wanted. Arjuna wanted appearance and disappearance. He wanted to see. He has given a hint, but not explicitly expressed. Arjuna explicitly expressed that I want to see how you are all pervading in this entire universe. So that he has shown all pervadingness by showing his everything is resting on him. That form he has shown. Now he is showing this thing. So here Krishna is telling these words The time I am destroyed of the world. The great warrior on both sides are already slain by my plan. You can be but an instrument arisen. So here, this verse is very important verse. If we go to the purport, we will read the purport also. So here, exception, with the exception of Pandavas, okay, with the exceptions of the Pandavas. So Krishna is telling this thing, exception of Pandavas, everyone is going to be slain. Everyone is going to be. So although Arjuna knew that Krishna was his friend and the Supreme God, he was puzzled by the various forms executed by Krishna. Therefore, he asked further about the actual mission of this devastating force, this time force. So actually, uh, this time factor is a very inconceivable factor. Kala Ashmi Lokokhaya. So Lokokhaya, destroying. What actually Krishna is destroying by this time? Anyone? What actually Krishna is destroying by time? What actually destroying? What is actually getting getting reduced? Yeah, I was not showing. My screen is not. I was not sharing.
No, Prabhuji, the screen was not showing. I was about to say that if you could
Okay. I thought that I was showing.
share the screen.
Okay. Anyway, okay, I will solve. Yes, I'm asking here that what actually Krishna is destroying. What actually Krishna is destroying. The Lokokhoyokrit. What is actually getting destroyed by this Karo factor? Actually, in Bhagavatam, second canto, chapter 3, 17 verse is the very important verse. Ayur harati vaipumsham uttam astam cha jannasho kashanti yat khananito uttamos lokavartaya. The sloka is like this, translation is like this, that both by rising and by setting the sun decreases the duration of life of everyone. Ayur harati vaipumsham. Ayur harati. This ayu is getting stolen, getting decreased each and every day. Ayur harati vaipumsham uddan astan cha janmasho. This is the by the rising and setting of the sun. The sun is actually taking ayu. But tashyate rite khananito uttama sloka varta. But to whom they cannot, the sun cannot take the ayu. Exception is one who utilize the time by discussing topics of the all good. Uttama sloka vartaya. Just like now we are discussing Krishna Katha. We are discussing about Bhagavad Gita. If we keep on discussing this Bhagavad Gita, if we keep engage ourselves in Krishna Seva, then our ayu will not be stolen, will not be decreased. Now this time, what we are engaging in this time, our ayu is not getting reduced. That means, what does it mean? This does not mean that we devotees will not get die, will not become old. No, devotees will become old, but as we keep on taking more pleasure in Krishna Seva, more pleasure in devotional service, we will be more closer to our eternal destination. Mam upetto tu kuntayo punarjanma na vitto. We will be more closer to Krishna. So by that, we will our ayu is not going to reduce. We are going to get our eternal life back. We'll go enter into our eternal life, which we have just forgotten for a fraction of a moment. This fraction of forgetfulness will end. That this is actually a fractional, very in the infinite time scale. This is just a in Bengali we call that we become why you have become unmindful, little bit unmindfulness, nothing else. We are actually there with Krishna. Whatever we, wherever we are, wherever actually our real destination. It may be Vaikuntha, Golok, Vrindavan, wherever. We were actually there, but we just forgetfulness. In that forgetfulness, we enter into the dream of Vishnu, Mahavishnu. By that, we entered into this material world, which is just a distorted reflection of spiritual world, just to facilitate our false ego that Krishna boli jeev bhogovancha kare nikotastho maya kare chapatiya. That's it happening. That is what actually is happening. So we will again, we will, that unmindfulness is actually forgetfulness, will be over very soon. Okay, that's why for the devotee there is the exception. So similarly here also Krishna is telling that there is an exception for Pandavas because they have realized Krishna as he is. So that is the main import of understanding Krishna as he is. Okay. So that is what Krishna is telling now. Okay. So yes, so Krishna is answering Arjuna's question. Who are you and what is your mission? Who are you? Answer is time I am, Kalarupa. And what is your mission? To destroy everything except Pandavas, except devotees. Indicate even if Arjuna did not want to fight, they will die anyway. Okay. So reference is Katha Upanishad. All Brahmanas, Kshatriyas, and everyone else are devoured like a mill by the Supreme as the all devouring giant. So, next verse. Now, Krishna is telling now what you should be doing. As a Pandava, you are not going to die. Now, what is your role? What you are going to do? So, let us read it from. Because Arjuna was actually planning to avoid this fight. Arjuna, now by this particular form, Krishna convinced that even though you don't fight, they are going to die. Because they are already dead. They are already dead. So now what you have to become Satanaka. Arjuna may ask, now already you have already killed. Then what is the point me and that you are engaging me in this fight? So now Krishna is telling now how you have to fight. So this is actually the main thing, that in material world, in material perspective, whatever is going to happen in our life is always going to happen. Materially, nothing is going to change. Whatever is our prarabdha, whatever is our material destination, that is already finalized, fixed. When and it has been not fixed when now it has been fixed when I have taken part. Vidhir Likhan. Vidhir Likhan, that is a Bengali song, I think. Vidhir Likhan katbe tumi emni shaktiman tumi ki emni shaktiman. So you cannot break that Vidhir Likhan. So this Vidhir Likhan is actually Kalarupa. This by this Kalarupa form, this Prarabdha, for materialistic people, everything is done. So that they are already doomed. Okay. Whatever they try, they are already doomed. So now, devotees, as a devotee, what we should. So that is actually this very important verse for us. First, so let us repeat. Try to this particular in this chapter. These verses are little difficult, and that's why fortunately not a single verse from this chapter is there for memorization. Okay, but there is one verse. Last verse is very nice verse. We can memorize that verse. Just additional because it is not there in your syllabus. So anyway, let us try to chant repeatedly. Tasmat tamuttishta yasho labhasya
तस्मात् तत्त्वमुद्दिश्य लभस्व
जित्वा शत्रुन् भुङ्क्षवो राज्यं समृद्धम्
जित्वा
जित्वा
Jitva
भुङ्क्तं
शत्रुं
Satyam
राज्यं
राज्यं
Bhunkta
समृद्धम्
Rajyam
समृद्धम्
Samriddham
मयि इवैते निहतो पूर्वमेव
moi इवैते
Mayurate
निहत एव
Niyata Purvam
तमेव
Eva
निमित्तमात्रं भव सव्यसाचिन्
Nimittamatram bhava
Matram
sarvasachin.
Sachin.
Together in one go. Tasmattam
Tasmat
uttishta
tvam
yasho
uttishta
lavasya
jato lavasya.
jitva shatrunam
Jitva
Jitva
Satyam
shatrum bhukta rajyam samriddham.
Mui vaite
Mಯಿ vetanita kuruam nimittamatram bhava sarvasachin.
Translation.
Therefore, get up, prepare to prepare to fight and win glory. Conquer your enemies and enjoy a flourishing kingdom. They are already put to death by my arrangement, and you, O Sabyasachi, can be but an instrument in the fight.
Yes. So we need to be just an instrument in the hand of Krishna. This is very famous, uh, very popularly quoted phrase. Many people has quoted this. Nimittamatsan bhavashakkha. So this particular phrase is very important. Okay. And here see just Krishna is telling that Nimitta Bhavashakkha. But along with that, what Krishna is telling that becoming my instrument does not mean that you will be deprived of material enjoyment. See here Krishna is telling Bhungte. Bhungte means you enjoy. Just all. So these words, what actually Krishna is telling that by becoming Krishna's instrument does not mean that whatever whatever enjoyment is destined for us will be lost forever. Maybe we are not having that interest. Just like when Dhruva Maharaj got the vision of Narayana, he lost his material desire, his material hankering. Arjuna, particularly these Pandavas, they were not fighting to enjoy enjoy the kingdom, but to fulfill Krishna's desire. That is the only thing. Because I was hearing recently one Prabhupada lecture about Bhagavad Gita. There, Krishna was telling, in particular in chapter 2, Krishna was telling that Krishna has given various reason to fight. One reason was you are a Kshatriya, you should fight. Then another reason is as a Kshatriya, why you should fight. After fighting, you will get a kingdom. So this is a materialistic motivation. Okay. So why he is Krishna is giving this kind of motivation because materialistic people are Krishna want to accommodate everyone through this Bhagavad Gita's knowledge. Okay. So okay, you have materialistic desire, have it. You discharge your duty as per your varnashram dharma. If you are a grihastha, if you are a family man, if you are a military man, if you are a businessman, you discharge your duty, abiding religious principle. Okay, and you do it for pleasure of me. You become my instrument. Become my instrument means that you see materially everything is already set for you. Okay, just become my because become this cause. Cause means you just act as if your duty. Okay, that's it. So this particular thing and particular here, this is one way to understand. Now, Srila Prabhupada is explaining it is very different way, and that is the spiritual part. That by becoming this thing, by becoming an instrument, we can actually fulfill the desire of Lord in one greater sense also. So let us read that part also. That He addressed an expert. So Sabhusachi refers to one who can shoot arrows very expertly in the field. Thus Arjuna is addressed as an expert warrior capable of delivering arrows to kill his enemies. Just become an instrument. Nimitta matra. The word is very, very significant. The whole world is moving according to the plan of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Foolish person who do not have sufficient knowledge think that nature is moving without a plan and all manifestations are accidental formation. There are so many so-called scientists who suggest that perhaps it was like this. So they don't have any information why this material world has been created. They don't have any specific understanding. Okay. So the cosmic manifestation is a chance. What is the reason? Is a chance for the conditioned soul to go back to Godhead. As long as they have domineering mentality which makes them try to lord it over the middle nature, they are conditioned. But anyone who understands the plan of Supreme Lord and cultivate Krishna consciousness is most intelligent. The creation and destruction of cosmic manifestation are under the superior guidance of God. Thus, the battlefield of Kurukshetra was fought according to the plan of God. Not all kind of fights, what now presently is happening, okay, is not a dharma yuddha, is not sanctioned by God. But this particular yuddha, this particular battle was sanctioned by Lord because Lord wanted to establish a religious king instead of Duryodhana. Duryodhana was inimical towards Krishna, inimical to follow the religious principle. Duryodhana was contaminated by various bad associations, and by that he was acting completely irreligious. Arjuna was refusing to fight, but he was told that he should fight in accordance with the Supreme Lord. So there are two motivations. One is material motivation. Okay, you are a grihastha. That's what you should discharge your duty. You are a military grihastha. You should discharge your duty and enjoy your career. Another thing is you are a devotee. Okay. You are completely surrendered devotee. Arjuna has already said, I am completely surrendered. I am surrendering you. Karpanadosho apahata svabhava prichhami tan dharma samurachita jachyang sunistitang prohitan me shishyasteham shadivantam prapannam. So this is the surrender. This is the sharanagati. Arjuna has completely taken shelter of Krishna. And he has surrendered also. So surrender means what? Surrender means Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has told that even though you are a Brahman, Putra, Vipro, whatever, actually you are nothing. You are actually, I am nothing. Beyond this materialistic situation, disposition of our, we have eternal spiritual position. That is what Gopira Bhakti Padakamala Dashana. So if you are surrendered like that way, then you follow my instruction, you follow my order, because you have accepted me as your master. So I am ordering you, you just follow. That's it. So if you are a devotee, completely surrender unto me, then also you have to follow my order and have to fight. And even though you you are uh, you are not a as surrender as like a devotee, then as a discharge of duty, out of your duty, you discharge this duty. So for in Arjuna's case, both the things got overlapped. It was aligned in this way. So in our material, in present situation, such alignment may not be always there. That's why we need to do direct bhakti, direct devotional service, and align our consciousness in such a way so that we can offer the result of that profession out of our devotion to Krishna. So that, by that we can become the instrument. And like we are doing book distribution, we are trying to propagating this message of Krishna. By that we are becoming instrument, and we are himself following to get out of this conditioned life. So by that we can become the instrument in the hand of Krishna. So this is what, yeah, addressing to Arjuna, Krishna actually is addressing us that you should follow my instruction and become the instrument. So a devotee, that whatever he does, like when Prabhupada has done, what is the mood and mission, how Prabhupada has established this movement. Prabhupada was saying in the Markine Bhagavad Dharma that I am just a doll, পুতুল নাচাও তুমি নাচাও আমাকে তুমি যেমন ভাবে নাচাও আমি সেরকম ভাবে আমি নাচতে রাখছি, আমি সম্পূর্ণভাবে শরণাগত। পুতুল কি? পুতুল ইজ ইনস্ট্রুমেন্ট. Putul is nothing but an instrument of the puppeteer. So Krishna, you are the puppeteer, I am the puppet. So you make me dance, make me dance, make me dance. So we have to become a puppet in the hand of Krishna. That is meaning we have to surrender. We have to discharge our devotional service. Now we are may not be directly puppet in the hand of Krishna, but we can be the puppet in the hand of our spiritual master. So spiritual master instruction we should take as a lifeboat. We are actually suffocating. We are suffocating in this material world. অনাদি কর্মফলে পরিভবার নবজলে তরিবার না দেখি পায়. So his life jacket, he has given the instructions of spiritual master. The one of our spiritual master is a life jacket. By taking that life jacket, we can rescue. We can be. Krishna is actually rescuing us through the spiritual master. But if we ignore this fortune, so we have to become just so whatever great thing. So Arjuna was thinking that I am fighting. No, you are not fighting. Actually, the fight is already done. You just become instrument. So we are sometimes thinking that I am doing this thing. No, it has been already destined to do. You have just become the instrument. Sometimes we score many big things we are doing, but the pure devotees, the great devotees, they always give credit to Krishna, to Guru Parampara. Everything happened by His mercy. Mercy means what? I have just acted. Prabhupada was telling everything is happened by the mercy of my spiritual master. My spiritual master is order and I have tried to follow it. That's it. That is what. That is the result of this Krishna consciousness movement. He never takes any credit. So that is the meaning. He has become instrumental of the mercy of spurious acharyas, and by that instrument in the hand of Krishna. Is that clear? So this verse is very instructive for our application to understand the mood and mission of Srila Prabhupada, and we can apply in our spiritual life. So that's why I spend little time here. So yes, next verse. I will just read some verse. I will read because today so many verses are there. Today 55 verses are to complete. So around 20 verses are there, and many lessons are to be given. So not so important verse. I will read it as translation. So now the next verse, Drona, Bhishma, Jajata, Karna, and other great warriors have already been destroyed by me. Therefore, kill them and do not disturb. Simply fight, and you will vanquish your enemies in battle. So Arjuna was having this doubt that they are my relatives, they are Kaurava. I need to fight with Drona, who is my guru. I have to fight with Bhishma Pitama, who has taken care of us so nicely, has given us so much affection. So Krishna is telling everyone is right. Drona, Bhishma, particularly he has taken this name because Arjuna was having soft corner for these two personalities. Everyone is dead. You just and Jajata, he was also very big warrior. Karna was another big warrior. So this particular four person was very great personalities. So particular he has taken this particular name and told that no need to worry, you just become my instrument. So if we actually like establishing particularly in today's day, following Krishna consciousness, practicing Krishna consciousness is a great challenge. We may need to face many kind of obstacles, but if we have full faith in Krishna and just become an humble servant means this becoming instrument means becoming humble servant, and try to follow according to the divine plan of Krishna and his pure devotees, we will be sure to be victorious. One should follow such plans and be victorious in the struggle for existence. This is what actually Prabhupada has mentioned here. It's medium of spiritual master. Okay. So every plan is made by Supreme Person of God. But he is so kind and merciful to his devotees that he wants to give the credit to his devotees to carry out his plan. If exactly this thing has happened with Prabhupada, if exactly this thing has happened, life should therefore move in such a way that everyone acts in Krishna consciousness and understand the Supreme Personality of Godhead through the medium of spiritual. This is how Prabhupada has understood his spiritual master plan. Krishna's plan has been revealed by the instruction of Srila Bhakti Saraswati Thakur, and Prabhupada has took it so seriously. See, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has given this prediction. পৃথিবীতে আছে যত নগরাদি গ্রাম সর্বত্র প্রচার হইবে মোর নাম। But nobody took it seriously. I will today share a story about this. If time permits. Please remember me. Please make me remember at the end about this particular thing. About Srila Prabhupada. I don't know whether you have heard. It was very, very nice, inspiring story. The plan of the Supreme Personality of Godhead are understood by His mercy, and the plans of devotees are as good as His plans. So devotees does not have any separate plan except Krishna's plan. So one should follow such plans and be victorious in this struggle of existence. This existence is very difficult. That verse is there. নিচে মায়ার বসে যাচ্ছ ভেসে খাচ্ছ হাবুডুবু ভাই জীব কৃষ্ণ দাস এই বিশ্বাস করলে তো আর মায়ার বসে যাচ্ছ ভেসে we are actually struggling খাচ্ছ হাবুডুবু ভাই Bhakti Thakur is singing মায়ার বসে যাচ্ছ ভেসে we are actually flowing in this ocean of Maya, and we are becoming baffled in this struggle of existence. But how we can be victorious? If we align our desire with Krishna's plan. And what is Krishna's plan? Spiritual master's instruction. That's it. So now we are ending a section. Okay. So what was this section? This section was actually 32 to 34. This Kalo section was explained. Okay. So now we are entering into different section 35. So Arjuna's prayer. 35 to 40. Now Arjuna will express his prayer. Okay. So Sanjay is giving the narration. Sanjay is just like a commentator of just any cricket match is happening, and the commentator is giving the commentary for the audience who are there. So his audience is Dhritarashtra, and he is giving the commentary what is happening. Live commentary he is giving by seeing by sitting at the clubhouse or some kind of the commentary box. Sitting at the commentary box at Hastinapur, he is sitting, and whatever is happening in the Kurukshetra, he is giving that live telecast. So actually Arjuna will start now glorifying this section. Okay. So Arjuna will actually now express his situation that he is not able to tolerate this dangerous, this ferocious Kalarupa form of Krishna. Okay, so he will tell that now you close this thing and show your first Arjuna will ask Krishna, show your Narayana form, and then his Shoma form. So here first Arjuna will express his change, that the change of Rasha, which we have discussed earlier in earlier class. From that, this will further it will further develop that change of Rasha. Okay, and Arjuna will express his friendship will become now friendship in awe and reverence. Okay, so Oishwarya Bhav will come to Arjuna. So in that, by that, Arjuna's Shakho Bhav, his friendship mellow will be little what I can say, little sided, will not be manifested properly. Okay, so his Oishwarya Bhav will be more prominent now. The friendship Bhav will be little sidelined. Okay, but for the time being, Arjuna will say, but later on Arjuna said that it is enough is enough. Now you show me that form. So like that we will see. So let us read the translation. Sanjay said to Dhritarashtra, "O king, after hearing these words from Supreme Personality of Godhead, the trembling Arjuna offered obeisance with folded hands again and again, and he fearfully spoke to Lord Krishna in a faltering voice as follows." So now Arjuna Vacha. Let us read this verse. Some words will read.
Arjuna Vacha.
Arjuna Vacha.
Hane Rishikesho Tavo Prakrita.
स्थाने ऋषिकेश तव प्रतिज्ञा
Jagat Prahishto Onurjayate Cha
Jagat
Jagat
Pranujayate Ja.
Anujayate Ja.
रक्षामि भी रक्षामि भीतानि दिशो द्रवन्ति
Rakshami
Rakshami Bhitani
Bhutani
Dravan
Dipadravanti
सर्वे नमस्सन्ति च सिद्धसङ्घा
Sarve
Sarve
Namastanti
Namaste
Sarsiddha Sangha.
Sarvatra
Translation.
Siddhasangha.
Arjuna said, O master of the senses, the world becomes joyful upon hearing your name, and thus everyone becomes attached to you. Although the perfected beings offer you their respectful homage, the demons are afraid and they flee here and there. All this is rightly done.
Yes. So here Arjuna is telling that Arjuna, after hearing from Krishna about outcome of the battle of Kurukshetra, became enlightened. He became enlightened as a great devotee and friend of God. He said that everything done by Krishna is quite free. And here one important thing is telling that, O master of the senses, the world becomes joyful upon hearing your name. This Krishna name is so joyful. Actually, today I was reading from Prabhupada's one explanation. Krish. Krish means all attractive, and Na means enjoyment. So this Krishna, this is actually the real enjoyment. To hear Krishna's name. Like Rupa Goswami told that by hearing this two syllable, I want more years. And when I, because this syllable has so much mellows, it is something like that I cannot fit it in my only 2 years. And when this sound enter into my heart, and then when I chant the name, this one tongue is short of it. So it is so much joyful. The devotees, they want to glorify Lord in continuously. So that is the joy which Arjuna is expressing. And further, by seeing the consequence, Arjuna is little bit becoming confident now. So Arjuna confirmed that Krishna is the maintainer and the object of the worship of the devotees and the destroyer of the undesirable things. So that is how Arjuna is getting confidence. Yeah. So Arjuna recognizes Krishna's action as all good and perfect. Okay. The world becomes joyful on hearing the name, and everyone becomes attached to you. Okay. So you are worshipped by the great souls and demons and afraid of you. So demons are afraid of you. The devotees are very pleased. This is the difference between demon and devotees. Go back to the next one, 37. O great one, greater even than Brahma, you are original creator. Why then should they not offer their respectful obeisance unto you, O limitless one, God of gods, refuge of the universe? You are the invincible source, the cause of all causes, transcendental to this material manifestation. So Arjuna is glorifying and in the same times he is expressing his feelings. So here another word is used, aksharam. So here aksharam, imperishable. You are imperishable. So this is also very important that we are also imperishable, but Lord is also imperishable, but Lord is eternally imperishable, and Lord is great, Virata imperishable. He is uh, he is Vibhu imperishable, and we are Onu imperishable. And being Onu, we can be sometimes covered by the cloud. Just like this earth is covered, some portion of the earth is covered by the cloud, but sun cannot be covered by the cloud. Okay. So we are, even though we are originally, constitutionally Aksharam, but we get covered. Okay. So this will be further, this particular Aksharam word will be further explained in the Akshar Brahma Jog will be there, in that we will explain further in chapter 15. Purushottam Yoga. In Purushottam Yoga, this will be explained that you are beyond this Khara and Akhara. Akhara word can be also used for the Mukta Jivas. And Khara means those who are Nitya Bhaktavas, and those are Nitya Mukta for their Akhara. They are also imperishable. We are originally also Akhara, but we became Akhara by misusing our free will. But you are beyond that. Nitya Nityanam Chetana Sachetanam. So you are the supreme Akhara, that's why you are Purushottam. Okay. So this is the thing he will explain. So you are the father of Brahma also, greater than Brahma, because Brahma has born from your navel. Okay. From the Garbhodaksha, we have seen the temple, Ananta Padmanabha, Adi Keshava, everywhere we have seen this thing. So the Brahma, who is the creator, from whom the other to whom other devatas are also going down, that particular primeval devata has come from Vishnu. But then also, uh, foolish, materialistic people, they don't understand that Krishna is the supreme person of God. Anyone, by seeing this, actually, the Ananta Padmanabha temple, they can understand Krishna is the greatest. So therefore, Brahma and Shiva, who is born of Brahma, and Lord Shiva is also born from Brahma. But even though Lord Shiva is manifested from Brahma, he is greater than that. He is not in the category of Brahma. He is tattva wise, he is greater than that. Uh, Genealogically, he is Brahma is his father, but uh, position wise, he is greater than Brahma. He is Shambhu Tattva. So he is actually here. Arjuna is establishing Krishna's uh, greatness. Mahatma. Okay, addressing Mahatma. Mahatma is not like a magnanimous, most magnanimous. Ananta. So many words has been used. Jagan Nivas. He was the refuge, rest of everything. So everything rests on you. Actually, each and every word we can describe for a long time, but time is limited, so I'm not going for much detail. But we can understand this Jagan Nivas, how we can see it. So if you want to see, I can see. I can show you, like, give you an example. Like now, I am sitting on a chair, you are all sitting on a chair or some places. Now that chair is standing on the floor. If that floor is uh, on some building, and that building is standing on some structure, and the structure is standing on the earth, and the earth is where? Okay, so I can show you the earth is in the Bhumandal, the part of Bhumandal. The Bhumandal is resting, the part of Bhumandal, and the Bhumandal is resting under elephants are there. That is explained in the fifth canto. If you want to see, I can show you, because it will take some time. The how Krishna is ultimately the resting refuge of everyone, Jagan Nivas. Okay. So so many things are there. Okay, uh, I will explain. Like, I'm going to show you later physically. Visual things are there. I can show you that. So Krishna is finally that this is if you go on it is finally resting on the in the Brahmanda. Okay, and this Brahmanda is resting. Brahmanda is actually floating in the Karunadakshai in the causal ocean. But in that causal ocean, it is not just floating. It is actually resting on whom? Anyone knows? That Brahmanda is actually resting on whom? Anyone? On Ananta Shesha. And Ananta Shesha, who is actually Krishna's one form, blood expansion. So like that, Krishna is actually the resting place for everything. Okay. So let us carry on. Otherwise it will take time. Page 38. You can read these words together. Tamadidevo Purusha Puranas
Samadhideha Purusha Puranas
Tamasya Vishasya Paramonidhanam
Tamashta Vishwasya Parama Vidhanam
Vettasya Veddam Cha Param Cha Dhama
Vittachi
Vidyas Vidyam cha Param cha Dham.
Taya Tatam Visham Ananta Rupa.
Vittaya Tatam Visham Anantarupa.
You are the original. Someone can read.
You are the original personality of Godhead, the oldest, the ultimate sanctuary of this manifested cosmic world. You are the knower of everything, and you are all that is knowable. You are the supreme refuge above the material modes. O limitless form, This whole cosmic manifestation is pervaded by you.
Yes. So here, Krishna, Krishna's form by Krishna, Arjuna is expressing the realization. He's expressing his understanding. So this is important that what we are discussing, everything is resting on Supreme Personal of God. That is the ultimate rest. Nidhanam means that everything, even the Brahman effulgence, rest on Nidhanam, resting on the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Refuge, Nidhanam. Okay. He is the knower of everything is happening in this world and he is the knowledge of the end. Everything is him. So if someone knows Krishna, he knows everything in that way. Because everything is coming from him. Page 39, we'll read the translation. Someone can read the translation?
Um, Prabhu, 39.
39, yes.
Yes. You are
Only
air
translation.
and you are air and you are the supreme controller. You are fire, you are water, and you are the moon. You are Brahma, the first living creature, and you are the great grandfather. I therefore offer my respectful obeisances unto you 1,000 times and yet again.
Yes. So here, that how Arjuna is telling these words, the Lord, it is not that it is like a Mayavadis are thinking, or those who are thinking. It is actually it is actually one way of seeing uh, Vishwatamukham, actually seeing each and every element of this universe as Krishna. What actually this means? This means that everything is coming from Him only. Okay. So He is the resting place. He is the basis. Just like if you see, uh, just a gross example to understand, we are we are a citizen of a particular country. The country is there. We are staying in particular city. That city, in the particular city also there are some administration and particular, and the city is a part of uh, a district, and the district is a part of a uh, state. The state is a part of a country. So like that, and this country, and each and every layer there is a some administrator are there, but ultimately the prime minister or president, he is the prime person, and everyone is under him. So everything is actually happening by his supervision or by his direction, by his control, and everything is provided by him only. Okay. So the trains are moving, buses are moving, flights are going, everything is happening in our country. So how it is happening? Because there are some order maker, those who are keeping upkeepers of the order, upkeepers of the of this system is there. It is not a if something happened, if some like today in Noida there were some uh, problem. There were some agitations by some laborer class of people. They were vandalizing many places. So there was this problem of law and order. So when there is a problem, what people are ordinary mass people are taking shelter of the administrator. So administrator is there and they are taking it under control. So here everything. So when something is if everything is happening nicely, that means the controller is controlling this. So that is how it is actually AR, you are supreme controller, everything. So why Arjuna is telling like this? Because these are the very primary element of this universe without which we cannot sustain our life. Okay. So that's what Prabhupada is writing. The Lord is addressed here as the air because the air is the most important representation of all the demigods, being all pervasiveness. Okay, air is everywhere. Arjuna also addressed Krishna as the great grandfather because he is the father of Brahma, the first living creature in the universe. So like this water, this moon, this fire, without this fire, nothing will work. So he is the supreme. He is the primary essence. Arjuna is expressing his realization, his understanding that I understand that you are cause of all cause, you are essence of all essence, and you are best among best of all. So all that things, what till now Krishna has explained in various ways by this visual exhibition of this Vishwarupa, Arjuna has realized. So this is what it is. Okay, so now trying to wait. Yes. So here another point actually here these devotees are favorably disposed. Rishikesha, you inspire the senses of your devotees to turn towards you. The universe becomes joyful, prahoshati, by the Sankirtan, glorifying you and become attracted to you. Okay. But the Rakshasas are not. So one here is a Rishikesha, and here is a you inspire the senses of the non-devotees to turn away from you. So those who want to turn away, they will be turned away. Okay, the Rakshasas, Asuras, Dhanavas, Pichasas are becoming fearful and fleeing in opposite direction. Dishau Dravan. This is the reason. This is a reasonable sthane since the universe is favorable to you. This is also reasonable since they are unfavorable inclined to you. That means the universe, in the same universe, I can be favorably disposed or unfavorably, like Ravana, Hiranyakashipu. In this universe, they acted inimically. But Prahlad Maharaj acted favorably. Vibhishan acted favorably. So Siddha, Shanga offered their respect to you. Also reasonable since. Also reasonable since they are your devotees. So that is how it is explained. So Arjuna is offering obeisance. Huh? Mahatma Ananto Devesho Aksharam. So all the words has a different meaning. So like that. So now 38 to 40, Arjuna is praying that you are ultimate rest of everything in this particular verse and knowledge. Next verse, you are the essence of everything. This 40 verse, I offer you obeisance from front, behind, and from all sides. Here actually, Arjuna's mellow is becoming completely in awe and reverence. Okay. So this verse already we covered. This 39, I think we are at this verse. We're at 40, yes. So we discuss this thing. Am I showing the words? Am I showing the screen or not?
No, Prabhuji.
Huh?
No, you're not showing the screen.
Oh, screen showing is again stop. I don't know why sometimes it's getting stopped. If I'm not showing and speaking, please let me know that the screen is not visible. Because sometimes I'm not understanding. Sorry. Maybe by hiding the screen, I clicked the stop sharing. That's why it got here. Okay. So here Arjuna is giving pranam. So let us read these words. Namo purustad atho Namo purustad atho prishthato te
Namo Purushat Atha Prishtatate.
Namostute sarvato eva sarva
Namastu Sarvateva.
Ananta virjaya mita vikramastam
Ananta Vidya Mita Vikrama.
Sarvam samapnasi tatoshi sarva Sarva.
Sarvam Samapnasi Tattva Sarva.
Translation, somebody, some Prabhujis are there. Prabhujis are reading for some Prabhuji can read.
Obeisances to you from the front, from behind, and from all sides. O unbounded power, you are the master of limitless life, might. You are all pervading, and thus you are everything.
Yes. So out of loving ecstasy for Krishna, his friend Arjuna is offering his respect from all sides. He is accepting that he is the master of all opulences and all powerful and far superior to all the great warriors assembled on the battlefield. It is said in the Vishnu Puran. So whoever comes before you, even if he be demigod is created by you or supreme personality. So here Arjuna is expressing his uh, awe and reverence. Okay, just a minute. Okay. Nine, 40. So now, after expressing this thing, now Arjuna, this 40 to 41 to 42, Arjuna is begging forgiveness. Okay. With folded arms, Arjuna is begging forgiveness. So this verse, now what we are going to start from 41 to 42. These two words is Arjuna's forgiveness verse. So we will just read the translation. Someone can read this translation.
Thinking of
Thinking
you
of
as my friend, I
Okay,
have
let us read the verse. Let us read the start. Let us try to read the verse. Shaketi matta prashabham yad uttam
Shakheti
Seti
matva
matva
prasabha.
Cheti
prasabham
Matva
yad uttam.
Prasabham Yajtam.
हे कृष्णा हे जादवो हे सखेति
He
Hey
Krishna,
He
He
Krishna,
Krishna
Jadava,
He
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 Yadava
Yadava,
Sakheti.
He
He
Sakhi.
Shaketi,
अजानन्त महिमानं तवेदं
Ajananta
Ajananta
Mahimanu Tavidam.
Mahimanam Tavedam.
मया प्रमादात् प्रणयेन वापि
Maya
Maya
Pramanat
Pramadat
Pranay.
Pramada
Pranayena
Pramayena
Vapi.
Vapi,
यच्छ वः स्थरम् असत्कृतोषि
Jat
Yet Tatam
Savahastram
Asat
Asatparyosi
Asti,
Kritosi
विहार विहारशयासनो भुजनेषु
Vihara
Viharasanyasana
Bhojane,
एकथापि अच्युतो तत्समक्षम्
Eka
Ekotava
Athava
Ekotava
Api
Achuto
Api
Achyuta
Samacham
Tat
Achyuta
Samaktam.
Samaksham,
तत्क्षमायतम् अहम् अप्रमेयम्
Tat
Tat
Kamayatam
Dakshayatvam
Aham
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 Aparameyam.
Apramayam.
Apramayam.
Yes, now read the translation. This is very important verse actually. That's why we read it verse. Yeah. Please read the verse. Read the translation.
Thinking of you as my friend, I have rashly addressed you, O Krishna, O Yadava, O my friend, not knowing your glories. Please forgive whatever I may have done in madness or in love. I have dishonored you many times, jesting as we relaxed, lay on the same bed, or sat or ate together, sometimes alone and sometimes in front of many friends. O infallible one, please excuse me for all those offenses.
Yes. So now this verse actually Arjuna Arjuna is Arjuna's value is completely changed. Let us discuss this thing. Actually, this is there. This is a very important learning for this session. See, uh, when the Pradhan Mantri or the Prime Minister or a great personality, uh, they are also a son of some mother. So I think recently you have all seen, not recently, in recent past, we have seen that our Pradhan Mantri has visited his mother, and his mother was feeding. Okay, and mother was blessing him. He was touching his mother's feet and taking his blessing, her blessing. So now this mother, for mother, the child is just like a the boy, the child. He's just a child. Even though he is a prime minister of the entire country, the mother is only bothered about that whether he has taken food or not, he's taking rest or not. That's how mother has treated a child in the childhood. I think all of you who are mother motherly experience are there, they can relate this thing. They cannot, they are not, they are least bother about what uh, my son, how my son is managing this entire universe, this entire country. He is not bothered about that. Just like Jashodama. Jashodama, even though seen the Vishwarupa, but she forgotten that. Krishna makes him forget. Krishna makes him that she should forget that. Otherwise, the mellow between the mother and child will not be relished. So, here the point is that they are not uh, ignorant about ignorant like us. We are ignorant out of Mohamaya. Due to because we cannot see Krishna, we cannot understand Krishna because Jogomaya Samabhru for us. Okay. But for them, it is that Jogomaya is actually this Jogomaya, what actually we have discussed. This is an internal potency of Krishna, which is covering us. Actually, it is actually Mohamaya for us to understand better. That we are the cloud is covering us. But for them, for the Yashodama, for them it is like a Jogomaya is make them forgetful of Krishna's greatness. And they were experiencing and they were only seeing Krishna's loving nature, that how Krishna is so sweet. Okay, so they are not bothered about how much great they are. Okay, so that is the point we need to understand, that so Krishna is more happy with this kind of mellows. Okay, that's why they make them Krishna makes them forgetful of them, of that relationship. Okay, I will keep my video off actually. So I will show you the okay. So here you will I will show some picture. Here Krishna is Arjuna is actually has dealt with Krishna in like that way. The Shakkhata, which is free from Aishwarya. Okay. Aishwarya. And Krishna and Arjuna has a very intimate relationship. That's why he never addressed Krishna as a Sri Krishna. He always addressed, hey Krishna, hey Jadavo, hey Shakheti, oh my friend, oh hey Krishna, just like how we call our friend. Because and Arjuna and Krishna was almost in the same age. Okay, so that's why their relationship is very intimate. But Bhais, after seeing this Krishna's Vishwarupa form, his friend with 1,000 heads having praising him and offering respect to him, Arjuna now shows suitable reverential courtesy in 2 words, out of friendship mixed with knowledge. So this knowledge is coming now. And with that knowledge, the friendship, pure intimate friendship is not there, now not there. That's why he is begging forgiveness. Okay. So by that, Krishna, by that Arjuna is telling that this is a complete change. This is a little change of mellows, which actually has started there. It is now Arjuna is himself expressing it in this particular case. So Arjuna is begging forgiveness for this. That please forgive me. Otherwise, as a friend, by the friendly, I will show you. That's here. Just see the picture. Here, Krishna and Arjuna is sitting together. Here, they are sitting in the same place, and they were taking food together. They were jokingly spending so much time together, and they slept together. So many things. Krishna has spent his time with them like that. So, but Arjuna is now completely bewildered by seeing this form. And here, Arjuna is begging forgiveness. Now, translation: You are the father of this complete cosmic manifestation of the moving and non-moving. You are its worshipable chief. So let us. Okay, I will not read these words. We will skip little fast. We will read after some time. So you are its worshipable chief, the supreme spiritual master. No one is greater than you. You are you nor can anyone be one with you. How then could be there be anyone greater than you or in this three world, O master, imperishable, immeasurable power? So here Krishna, Arjuna is praising like anything. Okay. Here Krishna is writing this thing that Sri Prabhupada is writing. Akala Ishvara Krishna Arshava Bhitto Jake Jaiche Nachaye Se Kaiche Karan Bhitto. So like that, Krishna, by seeing Krishna's this majestic form, magnanimous form, Arjuna's relationship becomes little different. So yes. So here, please read this translation, someone.
You are the Supreme Lord, to be worshipped by every living being. Thus, I fall down to offer you my respectful obeisances and ask your mercy. As a father tolerates the impudence of his son, a friend, the the
Impertinent.
impertinence of a friend or a husband, the familiarity of his wife, please tolerate the wrongs I may have done for you.
Yes. So here actually what happens, Krishna's devotee relates to Krishna in various relations. One might treat Krishna as a son, or might treat Krishna as a husband, as a friend, as a master. Krishna and Arjuna related in friendship, as the father tolerate or the husband or master tolerate. So Krishna tolerates. So here Krishna and Arjuna's relationship was very intimate, and out of that intimacy, the familiarity breeds contempt is there. And so we take the relationship very casually sometimes, cheaply little bit, and we sometimes crack jokes also. Okay, and sometimes we don't give proper respect to one another sometimes. So that is what actually with Krishna and Arjuna was having that relationship. Okay, so Arjuna is now repenting for that. Why I have done this thing, please forgive me. Okay. Yeah. Don't take it seriously, please forgive me. So that is what Arjuna is asking. Ah, this translation, someone can read. Prabhuji.
After seeing this universal form, which I have never seen before, I am gladdened. But at the same time, my mind is disturbed with fear. Therefore, please bestow your grace upon me and reveal again your form as the personality of Godhead, O Lord of Lords, O abode of the universe.
Yes. So now what is happening here? So after begging forgiveness, so this verse is how much? 45, 44. After begging up to 44, after that, Krishna. So here in this verse, you are the supreme father, you are the greatest. By these things, he see these things actually is helpful for us to going down to him. Okay. So, but Arjuna's relation is completely different. Okay. He never addressed him as he never thought of this thing. So he could not conceive this kind of he could not conceive before seeing this kind of form. Arjuna could not conceive that Krishna could be like this. Okay. So before that, see, Arjuna has got the oral instruction. After getting the oral instruction, Arjuna was convinced. That conviction did not make Arjuna begging forgiveness or becoming so much puzzled like this. So after seeing the visual exhibition of Krishna's Virat form, Arjuna was completely puzzled. And that's why Arjuna is begging forgiveness. Please forgive me, whatever I have done, how I have intimately treated you. Because actually, no one can treat you like this. You are so great. By seeing the greatness, what is happening, the sweetness of Krishna and Arjuna's relationship with Krishna's sweetness got little uh, covered. So that is actually happened here. Okay. So now Arjuna realized this thing, and now that for the next verse, Arjuna will now express his thing that enough is enough. Now you come back to this form. Okay. So loving relationship of Arjuna is there. So in spite of such opulence, Krishna played with Arjuna as a friend. Okay, this relationship between the living entity and Krishna is fixed, eternal. It cannot be forgotten. So actually, we also have some kind of relationship, this intimate relationship with Krishna. But now we need not to artificially think what kind of relationship we have. Our relationship is now to accept Krishna as a master and serve him as an intimate servant. Become an intimate servant, not an official servant, not an official devotee. Become an intimate devotee. That is the point. So here Arjuna is now repenting for committing offense. Okay, that is what actually explains. So here the pictures are already there. So this also we have read. Now here actually Krishna yeah, shall we read this verse? In the earlier verse actually. Yes. Everything is coming from him. You are the father of the friend. Actually, Ishvara Krishna. Yes. Is there in this verse or earlier verse? Earlier verse. Yes. So everyone is subordinate to him. That subordination is established. We read it, and there transcendental knowledge. With transcendental knowledge, we need to understand Krishna. Janma karma cha me dibbam evam jiveti tattva. So these words are there. Also get these words. So now from 45, Krishna, Arjuna will request for uh, withdrawing his Vishwarupa form. Okay. So any learning points are there? Who can tolerate whose offense? Yes. Who can tolerate whose offense? This is one important thing. As a father tolerates, or the husband or the master tolerates, or Krishna, as so Krishna tolerates. So as a when child commits some offense, as a father we tolerate. When a husband commits, when a wife commits some offense, husband tolerates. When a master tolerates, when his servant commits some offense, master tolerates. Similarly, Krishna is the supreme master. Arjuna is telling now, I am surrendering you as a master, as a servant. Please forgive me, like that. So actually, Arjuna is in one way teaching us also that we might have, before coming to Krishna consciousness, we might have taken Krishna in a very different way, in a very offensive way, without understanding his glorious position. So we should be repentful for that, and now we should not have that kind of inimical or offensive attitude towards Krishna. We should understand Krishna because for us, this Aishwarya, understanding this Aishwarya is important. Okay, Arjuna, and finally, but we should not be only understanding this Aishwarya. We should also understand his sweetness also. So requesting to withdraw fearsome form and reveal the form as personality of Godhead. Adrishtapurvam Rishitoshmi Dishtva. Just read this verse.
Adrishtapurvam
Tvam
Hrishitashmi
Rishmi
Drishtva
Drishpa
Hayena cha prabhathitam mano me.
Bhayena cha
Tena cha
pravatitam
Prabhati
manah tat
knows me.
Tadeva me darshaya deva rupam.
Tateva
Tadeva
me darshadeva
Shaya Deva Rupam.
Prashita devesha jagannivasha.
Prasida devesha jagadnivasha.
Together in one go. Adrishtapurvam Rishitashmi Drishta Bhayena cha
Bhayena cha
prabhyathitam
pravatitam
mano me. तदेवमित
Tadeva
विषया
Tadeva
Eva Rupam
तदेवेशो जगन्निवास.
Nivasa.
Translation, someone can read.
After seeing this universal form, which I have never seen before, I am gladdened, but at the same time my mind is disturbed with fear. Therefore, please bestow your grace upon me and reveal again your form as the personality of Godhead, O Lord of Lords, O abode of the universe.
Yes. So here, as see, Arjuna has himself wanted to see this form. So that's why he cannot say that okay. Now he is telling he can directly say that now uh, you withdraw because Arjuna was thinking that shall I be only seeing you in this form only now onward eternally? Yeah. So that Arjuna didn't want it to see in that way. Arjuna wanted to see him in his original form. So now he said, yes, I have understood, but now I am becoming fearful, disturbed with fear. So a relationship and the fear cannot, in an intimate relationship, if there is a fear, then the relationship does not evolve properly. Okay, it cannot become so intimate, so nice. So that is the point. Okay. Therefore, please bestow your grace upon me and reveal again your form as a person of Godhead. So, so here, actually, Krishna is revealing, Arjuna is requesting to show that form actually. So Arjuna requests to see the 400. So Arjuna's request to see the 400 form indicates after all the forms are one with Krishna. Okay, different Narayana are named according to the different configurations of the four hands. Okay, there are Janardana and there are Pradyumna, Aniruddha. There are various names. Vasudev, Rishikesh. The name we put the tilakas. Okay, Keshovayo, Madhavayo. All these names is a particular form of Narayana, which is there in the various Vaikunthas. Okay, depending upon the position of the various this Shankachakra Gadapadha's position. And because Arjuna is afraid and joyful simultaneously. So he wanted to see that he will express that form. He'll show me that Narayana form. The universal form is temporary form, but Vaikuntha form is transcendental, 400 and eternal. Krishna can assume any form as he is asked here to show his Narayana form. So why Krishna is simultaneously afraid and joyful? Joyful because he is gladdened by knowing his friend's opulence as Supreme Personality of Godhead and his ability to show the universal form. Okay. And afraid because of so many offenses committed. So he's afraid that you are so great and I have taken you so cheaply. I have committed so much offense to you. So that's why he's afraid that if you are not forgiving me, then I will be committing offense at your lotus feet. So that is this. So now, what are you saying? What do you want? So here Krishna is telling this thing that this particular form has not been revealed to anyone. That means earlier whatever form Krishna has shown, even to Duryodhana, even to other cases, he has not shown in this way. Even to Jashoda Ma, he has not shown in this way. Okay, how he has shown to Arjuna. So that's why he is gladdened, but at the same time disturbed of the fear. Okay. So he's asking Krishna to show his Narayana form. Okay. So that is the form now. Here, in this particular prayer, it is not very clear, but in next form, it will be clear in the verse 46. Here you can read. We can read together. Kiritinam Gadinam Chakrahastam
Kiritinam Gadinam
Gadinam Chakrahastam
Chakrahastam
Ichchami tam drishtum aham taveva tathaiva
Ichhamitam
Chamitam
Drashtum Aham
Drashtum
aham
Aham
Tathaiva
Tathaiva
tenaiva rupena chaturbhujena
Tenaiva Rupena
Nevarupena
Chaturbhujena
Chaturbhujena
sahasrabaho bhava ishvamurte.
Sahasrabaho Bhava
Sahasravaho Bhava Vishwamurti.
Together once again. किरीटिनं गदिनं चक्रहस्तं मिच्छामि तं द्रष्टुमहं तथैव
तथैव
तेनैव रूपेण चतुर्भुजेन सहस्रबाहो भव
सहस्रबाहो भव
विष्णुमूर्ते.
विष्णुमूर्ति.
Translation.
O universal form, O thousand-armed Lord, I wish to see you in your four-armed form, with helmeted head and with club, wheel, conch, and lotus flower in your hands. I long to see you in that form.
Yes, actually, see, Krishna has different form, as mentioned. Rama Dimurti Shukalaniyamena Tishnanana Avatara Nakarat Bhuvaneshu Kintu Krishna Shayam Shambhavat Paramupamanja Govindamadipurusham Tamahang Vajami. So, actually, Krishna has various forms, but the source of that form is Krishna himself. Govindamadipurusham Tamahang. The same Govinda is expanding in this form. So all this tattva which Krishna has already mentioned, other devotees has prayed, he is showing here visually. This visual exhibition is happening here, particularly in this particular uh, Vishwarupa form. So here Krishna, this is the 46th verse now we have read. 46. So here, this 45 and 46, what indicates that Krishna is the original Supreme Personality of Godhead. He is the source of all forms of incarnation and constant features in these forms. There are various forms which are eternal forms, but this particular form, what he is showing here, just see, he is avatari. All the avatar is coming from him actually. So constant feature in these forms are he is God in any of his innumerable forms. Okay, that's why we say Keshavadhrita Matsya Shariro, Keshavadhrita Kurma Shariro, Keshavadhrita Narahari Rupa. So all the forms is Keshavadhrita. Keshava has taken this form. Keshava has taken Matsya Rupa form. Keshava has taken Narahari form. Keshava has taken Narasingha. Keshava has taken Kurma. So that we need to understand. He's same Krishna. So he is not different from his plenary expansion, but he is always fresh like a young man. He is simultaneously different and non-different. Different, non-different means it is like a lamb, same Vishnu Tattva. They are same empowered Vishnu Tattva. But how Krishna has shown the sweetness, Narasingha Bhagavan or Kurma Avatar in Kurma Avatar, he has not shown. He has come in that particular avatar, execute that particular mission, and has gone. But Krishna is, that's why he's very so special. He has shown his Sharjo completely. That's why he is Adi Purusha. Okay, so that Siddhanta is established by here how Arjuna has realized by seeing the Vishwarupa. Why Arjuna is giving this realization? Another reason is that in future, no imposter should change this conclusion. Okay, and we should also understand with clarity. So 47 now, Bhagavan will show his form. Yes. Next part, yes. So this is the new section is starting. So here the pure devotees can see Krishna's two hands supreme form. The last section of today's class will not take much time. So the 47 to 48 is Krishna withdraws his universal form. Okay. 49 as requested by Arjuna. 49 to 50 Krishna will show Arjuna his 400 forms. 50 to 51 Krishna will show his 200 form, and 50 to 55 Krishna's form can be directly seen only through pure undivided devotional service. So that we will see is 47 verse onward. So now one thing is interesting that before Arjuna actually wanted to see this form, but now he is requesting him, not, I don't want to see this. So that is the point that we desire something. We desire something to Krishna, and Krishna sometimes fulfills, and later on we repent that it is very difficult situation for me to handle. That's why before asking something to Krishna, we need to be very intelligent that what we are asking, what we are praying to Krishna. Otherwise, we will be little frightened. We will put some difficulty also. We may face some difficulty. So just this is what I was thinking. At one point of time, before coming to Krishna consciousness, I was having some desire, and Krishna has fulfilled that desire. But that desire, after that, I got some problem. But somehow, by Krishna's mercy, I got overcome, and finally I came to Krishna consciousness. So that realization is there that sometimes at that point I was very happy when the desire was fulfilled. But later I understood that behind this fulfillment of the desire, so in any material desire, we can understand that it does not come free of cost. It comes with misery. Okay, the happiness and distress of this world is a two side of the same coin. So if you want happiness, material happiness, the distress will obviously go. So that's why uh, we should go above of this material. You know, that's why Krishna is telling that matra spasha istukunte shito ushna agama apayana nityam. So if there is don't just tolerate the onslaught of happiness. Sometimes we carried away with the happiness. So here this message is there. Arjuna is telling he has requested, and now he is telling no, now I don't want to see this thing. So this is a different context. I'm just giving a little not exactly in contextual I'm telling, but a side thought that before we pray to Krishna for anything material, we should be very cautious. Okay. Sorry, 47% written rate. Sri Bhagavan Vacha. So, okay, let us read this thing in translation. Somebody should read the translation. Or I shall read. The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "My dear Arjuna, happily have I shown you by my internal potency, the supreme universal form within the material world. No one before you has ever seen this perishable form, unlimited, full of glaring effulgence. So Krishna has shown this form which has not been shown by Krishna anyone else. Here Krishna is telling, O best of the Kuru warriors, no one before you has ever seen this universal form of mine, for neither by studying the Vedas, nor by performing sacrifices, nor by charity, nor by pious activities, nor by severe penance can I be seen in this form of this material form. So by seeing this form is not an ordinary thing. This extraordinary qualification is required. It is not that it is at random, it is shown to anyone and anyone else. Okay. You have been perturbed and bewildered by seeing this horrible feature of mine. Now let it be finished. My devotee, be free again from all disturbances. With a peaceful mind, you can see the form you desire. What form now Arjuna desire? The four-handed form. So Krishna will now show this four-handed form. So Sanjay will now explain the four-handed form. Sanjay said to Dhritarashtra, the Supreme Person of God Krishna, having spoken thus to Arjuna, displaying his real four-arm form, and at last shown his two-arm form, thus encouraging the fearful Arjuna. So he finished the fearfulness of Krishna. Swayamrupa form. So here Krishna is showing him the Swayamrupa form. So this form can be seen only by the Prema Bhaktas. Premanjana Charita, Bhakti Vilochanana Santa Sadaiva, Nidaesha Vilakayanti, Yam Sham Sundaram Achinta Guna Rupam Guna Swarupam Govindam Adi Purusham. So this form is not ordinary. Even this, see, just one try to understand what Krishna is making the point that seeing this Virat Rupa form needs qualification. Not by ordinary piety one can see Krishna in this form. Okay. Next, this Vaikuntha form is also another form which is not very easily seen. Only those who are Vaikuntha Vashis, they can see this form. Now this Swayamrupa form, actually about this Swayamrupa form, if you read the teachings of Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and in Chaitanya Charitamrita, the Sanatan Shikha, there is a Sanatan Shikha there, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has vividly described about various forms from which Krishna is coming. From Krishna's Swayamrupa form is there, Krishna's Vaibhav Prakash is there, various several things are there. Tadatmaka Prakash is there. So many forms are there. Angsho, avatars are, Angsho Prakash is there. So many things are there. It is all in Vishnu Tattvas, but there are different. Okay, and based on the relationship one has with Krishna, they can see. So this particularly the Swayamrupa form is most beautiful form. Okay. Here the description of the form will be there now. Okay. So this is very beautiful description actually. When Arjuna thus saw Krishna in his original form, he said, "O Janardana, seeing this human-like form is so very beautiful. I am now composed in my mind and I am restored in my original nature." So this is the form of Krishna, which actually Dibuja Muruladhari form. This is the form which actually the devotees of Goloka Vrindavan appreciate most. Okay. Those who are Krishna's Prema Bhakta, they can appreciate this form. This is most beautiful form, and this for seeing this form is not very easy. It's very rare, very rare form. So Arjuna, Krishna is telling the Supreme Person of Godhead said, "My dear Arjuna, this form of mine you are now seeing is very difficult to behold. Even the demigods are even seeking the opportunity to see this form which is so pure." So I was hearing one past time that the demigods sometimes is Shudushan. So seeing this form is very difficult. So one time Krishna was alone in Vrindavan. He was playing was playing with a ball, and the ball was a crystal ball, and that and the reflection was coming. He was having so many balls, and all the balls were having the reflections, and all the balls, the crystal balls, the reflection was happening. So by seeing this, the Devata or all the demigods are very eager to see Krishna's Vrindavan pastime. Right from the conscious Karagar, from the prison of Kangsha, they were praying when Krishna was conceived in the womb of Mother Devaki. They have came to pray, offer their prayers. And then when he was playing here, he was having wonderful playful pastimes in Vrindavan. All the demigods sometimes come. So at that time, not always they could come in a visible way. Sometimes, so in one this first time he was some demigods came and Krishna was reciprocating, and all of a sudden Jashodama came, so they all go away. So these demigods were also seeking to take this opportunity to see this form. So this past time, that past time actually explained this particular statement. So we can read. I'm just reading these words. श्री भगवान उवाच सुदुर्दर्शम इदं रूपं दृष्टवान् श्रियन्ममो देव अपि अश्व रूपस्य नित्यं दर्शनकाङ्क्षिणः. So for seeing this form, what to speak of Devata, we know one pastime in Dwarka where the Vishnu himself want to see this form. What to speak of Devata, and that's why Vishnu has stolen. I think it is one Vishnu of Vaikuntha Lok has stolen this. He was killing the Brahmana's son. Okay, there was a pastime. So that Brahmana reported that as a father, I am alive. My son is dying. So then Krishna sent to Arjuna that you see how this Brahmana's son is getting died. Instead of the father is that, because normally in Kali Yuga this is happening, but in other Yuga this never happened. That Brahmana, the father is alive and son is dying. So Arjuna has been sent, and Arjuna was standing in the house of that Brahmana at that particular reason. But then also the son was died. So then Krishna understood something. Then Krishna and Arjuna, Krishna knows everything, but that's first time. Then Krishna and Arjuna together went to Vaikuntha. And there he saw all the son which has been killed untimely, died untimely. They were playing there. So Krishna rescued and given back to that particular his father. So this form is so beautiful form. Okay. And this is that form is Dwarkadish form. That is also Dibuja form, and still beautiful. More beautiful is Swayamrupa form. Dwarkadish form is also not Swayam. Is a almost like a Swayamrupa form, but not exactly. So I'm not going into the detail of that particular Swayamrupa form, but What is the difficulty of the Shayamrupa form? That is explained in the earlier chapter. The, the foolish people take it as granted that he is the ordinary person. Like us, I am also two-handed form. Krishna is also two-handed form. He is like us. So they don't understand that we are actually made of according to the God. They think that we imagine Krishna according to our form, but it is a completely different. In Bible also this kind of statement is there. The man is made of God. Man is made in accordance with God. Not that we are imagining, we are out of our imagination. As we are human being, we are also thinking God also is human being. No. So sometimes we say, why we have five fingers? Because Krishna has five fingers. Okay. So like that. Why woman has long hair? Because Radharani has long hair. Why man does not have so much long hair? Because Krishna does not have so much long hair. So everything is coming from them only. So why it is very difficult? Shudash. Why Krishna is telling it is Shudurdasham? Why so difficult? Because Avajanantimam Mura Manushinam Tanumasrita. By seeing this human-like form, they cannot understand me as I am. So that is the difficulty. And here Krishna is telling, Na ham vedoino taposha na daneno na chajajjo shakko evam vidadashtum drishtavan ushimam yatha. You, the form you are seeing with your transcendental eyes cannot be understood simply by studying the Vedas, nor by undergoing serious penances. So the form you are seeing with your transcendental eyes cannot be understood simply by studying the Vedas, nor by undergoing serious penances, nor by charity, nor by worship. It is not by this means that one can see me as I am. So here Krishna is telling that it is not so easy that it can be seen. So Krishna first appeared before his parent Devaki and Vasudeva in a four-hand form, and then he transformed himself into two-armed form. This mystery is very difficult to understand for those who are atheists or who are devoid of devotional service. For scholars who have simply studied Vedic literature by way of grammatical knowledge or mere academic qualifications, so there are actually people who are scholarly people. They have done their doctorate degree on one verse of Bhagavad Gita. They are great literature, great scholarly in Panini Vyakaran Shastra. They can give hundreds of meaning of the Sanskrit words. They can read very difficult Sanskrit and can teach Sanskrit. They can read the core Vedic knowledge, but they also cannot understand Krishna, because Krishna, understanding Krishna, what Brahma is telling, Vedeshu Shudurlabham Adurlabham Atma Bhakto. By studying by studying Veda only, uh, by our intellectual, we cannot understand Krishna. And that's why we need to remember that South Indian Brahman who was illiterate, but Chaitanya Mahaprabhu said he is the greatest learner of Bhagavad Gita. He has actually realized Bhagavad Gita. He declared there that he is the real learner of Bhagavad Gita because he has the bhakti. Bhakta mamo vijanati. Without bhakti, that's why this is a mystery. Even though this is open, but nobody will understand. Krishna has this. Krishna is not possible to understand, nor he is understood by persons who officially go to temple to offer worship. So there are official worshippers. They go to temple, they will give some dan patra, and then they will pray to God, please make my son very nice businessman. Please give my daughter nice husband. So many material desire they will go and say. Okay. So what they are doing by expressing their desire, they are saying that actually my desire is important and you are your my desires order supplier. So my desire, I am actually the center, you are not the center. So they are like that. Okay. But they are better than atheists. Okay. Though they are so there are two kind of materialistic person. Atheistic materialistic person, they are bikormis. And here they are karmis, shakama bhakta. Okay. They are they are having material desire. They are theistic, but they are pious materialistic. They are actually their main program or agenda is to fulfill their material desire. but they are doing this by asking it from Krishna. So they have the pirate, okay, Jananang Punna Karma. So they have some Punna Karma in them. So Chaturvija Bhajan Devang Jananang Shukriti Acho. So they are Shukriti one. They have some Shukriti. So they are going to Krishna, not to other devotas. That is better. Okay. But that is not the best. So that is what Krishna is telling, that by those things I will be visible only as a mere murti, nothing more than that. Okay. So here Krishna is telling the real essence. Bhaktva, so this verse we should remember and we can try to memorize this. Let us read this verse together. Everyone is there? Ready? Hare
Yes,
Krishna.
Yes,
Bhaktva
Prabhu.
tu
Yes.
anannaya shakta.
Bhakत्वात्वानन्यासक्ता
Aham evam vidho
हम
arjuna.
Hameva
अहं एव
vidurjuna
विदर्जुना
Yantum drishtum cha tattena.
Gyatum
यातुं
drashtum cha
द्रष्टुं च
tattena
तत्तेन
Praveshtum cha parantapa.
प्रवेष्टुं
Praveshtum
च
cha
परन्तप
parantapa
Together in one go. Bhaktva tu ananna shakta ahameva vida
भक्त्वात्मन्यासक्ता
arjuna
अहमेव
gantum
विदुर्जुना
drishtum
ज्ञातुं
chatatena
द्रष्टुं च
pravistum
तत्त्वे
chaparantapa.
Praveshtum cha parantapa
प्रवेष्टुं
Translation, please read someone.
My dear Arjuna, only by undivided devotional service can I be understood as I am, standing before you, and thus be seen directly. Only in this way you can enter into the mysteries of my understanding.
Mysteries of my understanding. Pravishtum cha taparantapa. So this is the mystery. Okay, so this is very rare, very very rare. So that's why various whatever we are instructions that we have got some from Srila Prabhupada, from the Parampara, if we follow this thing, it is not that overnight we can come to this undivided devotional service. We are, but we should render devotional service without any ulterior motivation. Then our bhakti will be considered as a ananda bhakti. But maybe this ananda may not be what is happening with us. We are ananda bhakta in one sense, but this ananda chetana may not be there continuously with us. Sometimes is there, sometimes is not there. So at least when we are rendering some devotional service, that we should not render with some inner material motivation. It should be anna vilashita shunnam jnana karma anamritam anukullena krishna anusulanam bhakti uttama. So that should be done. Okay. So then things will be very nice. Okay. So let us see. So this is the essence of all these things. Jasya deve para bhakti jatha devi tatha gurau tasyaite kathite artha prakashayate mahatma. So here, so this is the various steps which we can do to see Krishna as he is. Okay, different process to know absolute truth. So the truth which we should follow is the devotional path, not any other path. Okay? We should follow the path of devotion, ananda bhakti, and that what is coming from our parampara. This is what has been explained here. So this is very important purport. Please read this purport. The essence I have told, that ananda bhakti. Okay, Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come, Srila Prabhupada. We have come to Krishna consciousness. We have registered ourselves in Krishna consciousness just to, in this ISKCON, International Society for Krishna Consciousness, to come to this undivided devotional service. Abhyavicharena bhakti yogena. We learned this thing after chapter also. Abhyavicharena ananda bhakti. Without this ananda bhakti, Krishna as he is will not be revealed to us. So various regulative principles are there. Rupa Goswami has given in his Chaitanya Charitamrita, and particularly in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, everything is there. So we should follow this thing. And finally, Jasya Deve Parabhakti, Tatha Deve Tatha Guru, Arthat, what we sing every day in our Mangala Arati. Uh, what is that verse? The last verse. In Mangala Arati, how to say? I'm forgetting that verse. Anyway, means until and unless the Gurudev is satisfied, when Gurudev is satisfied, Krishna is satisfied. Yeah, when Gurudev is not satisfied, Navati. What is that verse? Anyone?
Jasya Prasada
Dasya
Bhagavad
Prasada Bhagavad Prasada, Dasya Prasada Navati Kato. So this Dasya Prasada is important. That is what actually this verse is also. So we have to follow spiritual master, and the following spiritual master is there is a tripod is there. What is the tripod? What is the tripod? The tripod is the three steps are there. We have to follow. We have to take shelter of spiritual master. We have to take diksha, and we have to be completely obedient. SDO, shelter, diksha, and obedience. These things, three things, if we do regularly, uninterruptedly, as far as possible, with full effort, full endeavor, then this Krishna form will be revealed. St. Gopal Thakur Prabhupada has given so elaborately this explanation because the Ananda Bhakti verse. I think somebody is unmuted. Please keep yourself muted. Okay. So now we are at the last section. So what is actually happening when Krishna said that I cannot be known? Then Arjuna's in the mind question was that how I can be known. So Krishna said the Ananda Bhakti. Now how this Ananda Bhakti can be performed? Okay. So here this verse is also very important. Let us recite this verse together. Mat karma krit mat parama
Mat karma kvin mat
Karma
parama
Krit
mat
Karma
bhakto sangvarjitah
sangha
Bhakta
vajita
Sangha
nirvaira
Varjita
sarvabhuteshu
nirvaira
Nidvaira
sarvabhutesh
Sarvabhutesu
jashamamiti pandava.
yasamam
Yasamam Priti
pandava.
Pandava.
So, my dear Arjuna, he who engages in my pure devotional service, free from the contamination of fruitive activities and mental speculation, he who works for me, who makes me the supreme goal of his life, and who is friendly to every living being, he certainly comes to me. So, there are four things Krishna has mentioned in this particular verse. Okay. So, let us see. So this verse, this 52, 54, 55, these verses are very important. Okay. So this Ravanam Kirtanam is the process which has been mentioned. Okay. So in this verse, Krishna is telling for whom? For the conditioned soul who is engaged in lording over and do not know the real spiritual life. Purpose to show how to understand spiritual existence and eternal relationship with Supreme Personal God and how to go back to Godhead. Okay. So this is what Krishna has told that we have to follow. How to work, transfer all energy entire to Krishna conscious activities. That is Jukta Vairagya. We have to work for Krishna. We may not be. See, there are two things: directly serving to Krishna and working for Krishna. That is two way we can work. That is someone is making temple, okay, and someone is funding the temple. So both is Krishna Karma. Okay. Both is Krishna Karma. So we need to understand that thing. So someone is directly doing temple services, and someone is funding that temple services. Someone is working and funding. So Jukta Vairagya is there. So both way. So by that way we will purify ourselves and we will directly do devotional service. Direct devotional service is what? We are chanting, we are worshipping, we are reading, we are hearing, we are reciting, we are going to Dhamma, we are associating with the devotees. All these things are direct devotional service. And for doing this thing, we are going to work, we are working, we are spending some time in the workplace, we are earning some money. By that we are supporting this entire Krishna conscious life. So nothing is devoid of Krishna. Everything is for Krishna. So when this for Krishna comes, then we can understand Krishna, and slowly we will come to this Ananda Bhakti. We now may not be on the Ananda Bhakti star, but we can come to the Ananda Bhakti star. So this is what Krishna is telling in earlier verses, the 55 verses, in that is very important. Mat karma. Sangha varjita means free from all type of bad association and taking. Sangha varjita means not that you have to go some secluded place. No. Sangha varjita means discarding असत संग त्यागी এই বৈষ্ণব আচার. That is the point. Mad bhakto, engage in my devotion service. Nirvairi sarvabhuteshu, friend to all living beings. Okay, we should not friend to all living beings, but by doing that we will do the prachar. If we think everyone is my friend, okay, atmeshu sarvabhuteshu, so we will try to give them Krishna. Okay, so that's why we do the prachar. Vat paramo, make me the supreme God. Understand that I am the supreme God. So like that. So many things has been explained here. The characteristic of Ananda Bhakti has been explained this thing. Okay. The first is mat karma, engage in my work, physical work. Then understand me by doing this, right? Devotional service. It is not that we realize Krishna as a supreme personality of God had just by reading this thing, reading one statement, or just by hearing the description. Okay, by hearing this description, we will simultaneously have to do that. Okay, so mat karma krit. After that, mat param, understanding, and then mat bhakto. After understanding Krishna is a mat bhakto, we will become his devotee, engages in devotional service. Then sangha varjito, we should free from contamination of fruitive acts and mental speculation. Okay, sangha varjito. Anna vilasita ashunno jnana karma. Then nirvaida sarvabhuta, friendly to all living entities. We will have a great vision, Mahabhagavad vision, friendly to all living entities, and try to give them Krishna consciousness. Krishna will explain in later state also that Sameshu Sarva Bhuteshu Mad Bhakti Lavhate Param. When we will be disposed to equally to everyone, we should not have, we should not internally, we should not be inimical to anyone. Actually. Okay. Otherwise, because our anyone, if towards anyone, if we are inimical towards Matsarcha Paraya, that means that inimical mentality, attitude is actually coming from as we are inimical to Krishna, because he is also part and parcel of Krishna. So if we are becoming inimical to anyone, we are having some enmity towards anyone, we are having some enviousness towards anyone, that actually the original enviousness is coming from Krishna. So that means we have not understood Krishna as a supreme person of Godhead. We are not seeing him, everyone, as a part and parcel of Krishna. Okay. So we should overcome this inimical attitude. So this will be overcome easily if we follow, if we come to the Ananda Bhakti path. Okay. So the Ananda Bhakti part has been explained vividly here. Okay, particularly in the purport of this is all the purport. The points are there in the from the purport of the Prabhupada, nothing else. So you can read the purport, and we can come to this point. Sparanam, Pada Shevanam, Archanam, Vandanam, Dasham, Shaktam, Atmanivadam. Meaning, hearing means the devotees are there. Each and every anga, these are various 9 limbs or process of Krishna consciousness. So in this Shravanam is Parikshit Maharaj got perfected by hearing. Kirtanam, Sukdev Goswami got perfected by Kirtanam, chanting, glorifying Lord in Bhagavatam. Smaranam, remembering Bhakta Prahlad got perfected by remembering Krishna. Padashamanam, Lakshmi Devi. Archanam, Prithu Maharaj. Vandanam, Akruda. Akruda was expressing prayers. So we can remember very nice prayers. There is a nice prayer which I like. Whenever I try to visit Krishna temple, it's like that. I try to remember. I try to quote that thing. Let's see how it goes. He Devo, He Daita, He Bhuvanaika Bandhu, He Krishna, He Chapala, He Karunaika Sindhu, He Natho, He Ramana, হে নয়নাভিরাম তদা তব পাদ দর্শয়ামি. So when I will see your form, so this is actually Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. This is there in Chaitanya Charitamrita. So this way we can pray to Krishna whenever we see to Krishna. Okay, so like that we can develop a relationship. We pray because sometimes we also have this impersonalistic anartha in our heart. Okay, so we can overcome by that, by prayers. If we memorize some prayers, uh, the description, whatever here, there are various description there in Bhagavad Gita also. So if you can memorize, we can glorify Krishna in that. And all through this nine process, Maharaj Ambarish has glorified. Shavoi Shavoi man Krishna Padarar Vindayir Vachang Shivai Kuntu Gunanu Varnane Karau Harer Mandir Marjanadishu Shruting Chakarachyuta Shaktatodare. So like that, Ambarish Maharaj is glorified by through all these nine process. This is the Ananda Bhaktis. The glorification is Ananda Bhakti. So by these, why we are doing the Ananda Bhakti? To not to only see Krishna, but to appreciate the sweetness of Krishna and always think of Krishna and to remember Krishna and to, to please him by our service. Devotees are not only happy to see Krishna. Okay. They want to render service to please Krishna. Okay. So that is the point. Uh, in Golok Vrindavan also that is happening. The gopis are actually trying to bring Radha and Krishna together so that Krishna become the greatest pleasure. So that is their devotional service. It is not that they are only seeing Krishna and nothing is happening. No. They are Jashodama is seeing Krishna, and by seeing Krishna, he is becoming overwhelmed with love. And it is not end there. She is rendering service, so much service for Krishna. All of this. So service is important. Sarana Bhakti means undivided devotional service. Emotion is there, but emotion should be expressed through active service. So that is the point of enter Krishna consciousness. So this is the combination of Ananda Bhakti. So what was the topic? What we discussed? You should not forget that topic. That where I was showing it maybe in earlier section it was there. Yeah. So Krishna's true form can be directly seen only through pure devotee by undivided devotional service. So this is important. Undivided devotional service. Okay. So I end here. I think if anyone, I think it is getting late. So if anyone has any question, I can take one question and we can end the class here. Hare Krishna. No question?
About the open book question, submission I was asking, we will do it later after you arrive
Yes,
at
you
the
can
meeting.
do the open book submission to me. I have told that's why I will be there 26, 25, 26 maybe in the weekend. I will let you know. I will
Oh,
let all
okay.
of you know. Okay. Because before you can be ready with the open book
Mhm.
completing the open books. Submission can be done, or submission can be done based on the deadline given by the institute. Okay.
Okay.
And I can collect this from him, I think from Kalindi Prabhu. There might be some deadline for submission. You should follow that rules which has been given to you.
Okay.
If any difficulty is there, that can be here and there. But generally, it is not that key based on that my arrival, the deadline should be decided for the submission. The point is that the deadline should be decided based on the instruction. Okay, I am just telling that I will be collecting that after that. For that,
Okay.
I will not be there. That's it. So follow the notification given in the group and try to do that. That is my. I cannot say that you should do after that. That's- Officially, it's not right to say that. Okay, thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Sri Prabhupada ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrindo ki jai. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna,
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Hare.
Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Ram.
Thank you. So Wednesday we'll have our second, the 12th chapter, last section we'll chant. This is a small chapter. 2 days we will finish. Wednesday and Friday. Thank you. Hare.
Hare Krishna, Sadhar Pranam Prabhuji.